woman of the stars, grandmothers of time, we without the light, daughters of the waters, your spirit is with me. Sisters of the rose, women of the heart, mothers of the fire, weavers of the sun, we stand in sacred circle for all eternity. Sisters rise up, holding hands, singing, we are part of the land, and together we shall weave a new world. Sisters rise up, holding hands, singing, we are part of the land, and together we shall weave a new world. Sisters rise up, holding hands, singing, we are part of the land, and together we shall weave a new world. Sisters rise up, holding hands, singing, we are part of the land, and together we shall weave a new world. Sisters rise up, holding hands, singing, we are part of the land, and together we shall weave a new world. Sisters rise up, holding hands, singing, we are part of the land, and together we shall weave a new world. Sisters rise up, holding hands, singing, we are part of the land, and together we shall weave a new world. Sisters rise up, holding hands, singing, we are part of the land, and together we shall weave a new world.
Hello, sisters. Welcome, 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 welcome. I've just been taking some moment to allow everybody into the Zoom room, allow everybody into the group. We have sisters joining us. here live on the Zoom and in the Facebook group. So just really taking a moment to settle in and feel this energy. It is so special, so deep, and really just grounding and connecting and seeing all of your beautiful faces, just allowing some more sisters to come in. Oh, wow. So beautiful. Welcome, sisters. Welcome. I am so honored to welcome you to the Sophianic Medicine Free Womb Healing Immersion. Welcome, angels. Welcome to all my sisters here in the Zoom room and on the live. If you are here on the Facebook live stream, please say hello. We'd love to welcome you into our circle. And for all of you attending on the replay as well, welcome to this space. Over the next 3 days, we're going to be taking a very sacred journey together as a sisterhood. This is a sisterhood experience. And I bring that forward because we are meant to take this journey together. And it's a very special time for the feminine. And you might be feeling this wave coming in. And I just want you to really embrace it and allow yourself to ride the wave with me because it's here to support you. So hi, Sarah. Hi, Christy. Hello. So what I would love to do is just take a moment to kind of ground into this space before we get into this, right? So this is going to be a journey. We're going to move slow. So just settling in, there's a lot of big energy here, but it's really important to me as we move through this that we move slow because the womb, she thrives in the slowness, in the stillness. And so just taking a moment to really be here, connecting in. I just feel called to invite you to just place a hand on your heart for just a second here before we dive in. And just really call all of our energy back, call all your energy back, all your parts back into this moment to be fully present and to be open to receive. Beautiful. So, this is going to be a very special experience. And I welcome you to fully embrace it and give yourself permission to be present and really receive all of the miracles and blessings that are arriving for you through this space. I have been holding prayers for all of you as I've been creating this container and cultivating this space for the Holy Mother's medicine to bless your lives and to welcome in miracles and magic and medicine. And that's what this medicine can really do when it begins to weave with you. So I just want to take a moment to connect with all of you here, connecting in with your energy, just looking at all of you here on the Zoom. It's so good to see your faces. Some of you are familiar, some of you are new. So beautiful to see you all, sisters. Just connecting in. Beautiful. And to all my beautiful sisters here on the live stream, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So happy to have you here. So grateful that you're all here. So, for those of you who do not know me, and this is your first time coming into my space, welcome. My name is Alasia Sunstar, and I am a Sophianic medicine woman, divine feminine leadership mentor, and womb sovereignty facilitator. I am the cosmic earth mother of Sanctuary of Sophia, which is a new earth sisterhood in co-creation with the Holy Mother, Sophia. And my sisterhood and my mission is devoted to empowering ascending women on the path of feminine healing and leadership. So I initiate women onto the Sophianic path through sisterhood journeys like this and through private containers and mentorship as well as sacred soul pilgrimages. And it's really an honor to be here. I feel incredibly blessed by my divine assignment and really, really love building authentic sisterhood connections, like with women like you in this space. So I really want to encourage us all to share within this space, within this container. Healing through sisterhood is what happens when we share. Okay. So sharing, being witnessed, even just speaking our, saying our name, where we're located into the group can really just anchor us in a little bit more. So I'd love to welcome you to just share, what grid are you on? Where are you located? I would love to know where you're at, because this medicine is going to light up all of the grids that we're on, and it's going to be really beautiful to weave. So just share your name, where you're located, and yeah, we can begin to connect. And I'll share a little bit more as we're all doing that here. So this immersion is going to be shared in 3 different parts. Today and tomorrow are really going to focus on womb connection and discovery. And our third day together is going to include a healing journey with the addition of a sisterhood circle where you can come forward and be witnessed and share within the group in a Zoom call like this. So for those of you who are new to this group and to my space, every third Friday of the month, I hold a free sisterhood circle on Zoom that's streamed into the group where women can be witnessed, where I share some medicine and we all come together. So it turns out that this immersion is falling on that third Friday of the month. And so on our final day, we will be guided through a beautiful rose lineage wound healing. And then I will open up the circle for free flow for us all to share, for sisters to be witnessed. So it's really divinely aligned. And today's immersion should be around an hour or so, depending on the flow. I know we started a few minutes late. I was having some technical difficulties. So, it should be over in around an hour or so, depending on the questions and really the flow of the oracle that's channeling through me, of my oracle that wants to come through. So, each day is going to have its own flow. It's going to have its own medicine that's coming through, and it all weaves together over the 3 days. So while some things might be opening or activating for you today, I just invite you to continue to work with the medicine thread over the next 2 days, because it's going to really come bring you into this deeper space. So this is an immersion, it's not just like a one-time thing. So I really welcome you, if you're here, come into each day picking up the thread and weaving it in, and really allowing it to tie together for you. So each day I will be going live on Zoom and then streaming it into the group like this. So you'll be able to either join in the Zoom session or tune in live on Facebook. And I like to give both options, because personally, when I go into a healing immersion and experience, I prefer to be on Zoom. But I also know that sometimes we don't have that availability. And so it's nice to have it streamed into the group, so that way people can catch the replay really easily and be here as well. So thank you so much for being here. If you are here on Zoom throughout the next few days, I just ask that you please stay muted to really allow the sacredness of the container to be undisturbed as the transmissions are coming through. So, whew, yeah. The replays of this immersion will be available until 11 p.m. Mountain Time on February 19th. So I share this now so you can plan accordingly and make sure that you give yourself enough space. So I'm giving you a few extra days to catch up on the replays. And yeah, that'll be here in the group. So I am treating this immersion as if you have all invested in it, okay, financially, because that's how it is designed. And there's so much value in this. Sometimes I know when we go into a free thing, it's kind of like, well, whatever, like it's free, but for me, my medicine with Sophia, and why she guided me to bring this forward, is to really give every woman access to this, regardless of where she's at, and being able to invest in herself into a deeper journey. So I really welcome you to be present and take all of this in. And, I created this because I believe every woman deserves the opportunity to reclaim her womb sovereignty. while being held and guided and nourished and nurtured by the Holy Mother's medicine. And that's why I created this. So at the end of this immersion, I'm going to be sharing a very, very special and sacred invitation with you all first to go deeper into this work, into your personal womb sovereignty journey. So I want to check in to see where everybody's at. Where are you all connecting in as we kind of go through housekeeping here? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sarah, hello, coming in live from Durham in the UK. Beautiful, beautiful. Angela, you're in the Netherlands. Beautiful. Ah, Texas, amazing. Minnesota. I loved driving through Minnesota, Sarah, on my way to the Badlands. I loved it. It was so pure. I felt so free there. It was so beautiful. I was like, I need to spend more time in Minnesota. Beautiful. You're from Oregon, sister. Traveling in Mexico. Beautiful. Canada. Oh, Canada again. Orlando, Florida. Beautiful. Spain. Welcome, sister. New Jersey. Oh, heading to South Carolina. Oh, I used to live in South Carolina before I started my RV travels. Beautiful, Anna. Welcome, sister. So happy that you're here. Beautiful. Hi, Brianna. North Carolina. We've also got Germany, Canada, Mississippi, Scotland, Sweden. Amazing. Sydney, Australia, Oregon, Mexico. Oh my gosh, we are lighting up the grids. Can you feel it? We are all these beautiful vessels just lighting up the grids. Thank you for being here, sisters. Thank you for your service and devotion. You wouldn't be here if you were not in service and devotion. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, all right. We're going to dive in a little bit deeper here, but there's something that I like to do before I offer medicine transmissions and healings like this, especially to sisters who haven't worked with me before. And I know there are some of you here who have worked with me. So for those of you who are here and have worked with me, if you feel called at all during this experience to just share what it's been like to receive this medicine, I feel like that would be really helpful for other sisters who are new to receiving it because it is so shamanic and multidimensional. And so if you have anything that you feel like really supported you when working with me and receiving it, that you feel would support other sisters, I welcome you to share that just so we can kind of, open up the space a little bit more to be receiving. So, because I'm offering shamanic medicine during this immersion, especially on the third day when I do a field work session for you, it's going to be a group field work, which is like an energetic session. I feel it's really important for me to share where my medicine comes from and what I stand for in terms of this energy that you're going to be receiving, right? Because we go into a space, we don't know who we're receiving from. We don't know where it comes from. Who's she working with? Like people ask me all the time, like, who are you channeling? And I just want to be really clear here. So you know, and you have the opportunity to feel into it if it feels, first of all, safe, and second of all, aligned for you. So I am a Sophianic medicine woman, which means that I hold the shamanic medicine of Sophia, who is the Holy Mother, who is the feminine aspect of God. And so this space is an extension of her sanctuary, which is my mission, my divine mission, my shamanic medicine container that I hold. And this medicine comes from this space. And so I'm in full service and devotion to the one true living God source and Christ Sophia. And my medicine originates directly from God. And so, as I share my words, the light language, the songs that come through the medicine, this comes directly from God's source. I'm not channeling any other beings. It's not like that. I'm connected directly to God and allowing God to flow through me, to speak through me. That's always my prayer before I open up any sort of medicine container and experience. So the medicine that I carry is part of the Rose lineage, is part of the Sophianic Grail lines, the 144,000, the ancient ones that are here to co-create heaven on earth, the new earth. And so all of this is in my soul's blueprint and DNA, and that's how I'm able to access it through many deep levels of awakening, healing, and surrender. And of course, devotion. So Sophianic medicine, it's very gentle and it's incredibly powerful, and it speaks directly to the soul of every individual. So while we're going through a group experience, you're also going to be going through a very personal individual experience at the same time. That's the magic of it. And it's really a felt experience. So as some of you may be new to receiving this medicine, I do love to preface this information to really allow you the opportunity to feel into your body for the wisdom it holds. So you may give consent when it comes time for the deeper healing on our third day, and then really allowing yourself to open up and receive. Because especially in sisterhood experiences, there can be some things that come up for us. And when we go into womb healing, we're going into a very sensitive area of divine feminine reclamation. And so creating this field of safety is really important to me. And so that's why I'm taking the time to share this as we go in. That way we can really go into this experience, feeling that safety, knowing that you have full autonomy to make your own choices around what feels good for you and what doesn't. And that directly correlates to womb sovereignty. Okay. So womb healing truly is some of the deepest and most powerful work we can do as women. So it is so important to hold a safe and loving and compassionate space as women together, holding space for each other too, not just for ourselves and for the space that I'm holding for all of you. But when we see a sister moving through something who shares her story, we witness her, we hold her, we honor her just as we would honor ourselves. So as we go through this experience, I want you to know that all of you is welcome here, and that I welcome you to share what's ever on your heart that feels safe, that feels aligned to this experience. Okay. And know that I'm here to witness you, and what you bring in and share as well is really, really powerful, because the thread that you weave in when you share, oh, I had this experience. And when we get into this, you're going to see what I mean. You're going to support other women, and it's going to start feeling like this collective journey and wave that we're riding together. And through sharing, that magic really happens. So let me know how this is feeling for you as we're moving through this. And yeah, we're going to get started here. So if you do have any questions, I do welcome you to share them. I will do my best to respond as we go along and then throughout the end. And like I said, this medicine is really a dream weaver medicine. So we're weaving it, and it's responding to the pulse of our collective sisterhood. So when you share, Sophia will drop in the medicine for me to speak to that. That's the power of this kind of circle. So I just want you to imagine that we're all in this circle together. We're in this quantum sanctuary space, and we are weaving together. And by sharing your voice or your message, in the chat, and sharing what's alive within you, you're supporting other women with their own womb illuminations, and we're all connecting the dots together. And lastly, first and foremost, at the same time, please honor your process, honor your body when we move through this journey over the next few days. Please honor your body, move when you need to, go off camera when you need to, go to the bathroom. Don't feel like you're held hostage by the laptop. If you got to get up and move around and stretch your dragon body, move, it's okay. Honor your process. You can hop off and integrate. You can come back to the replay. This is your process. This medicine is here to serve you, and I don't want you to feel constricted at all in this. So, oh, hi, buddy. Here's my cat. So I share this because every one of you is going to have your own process and your own experience through this. So there's no right or wrong way to receive this medicine. Your process is unique to you, and it doesn't have to look a certain way. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. Some of what I share may be familiar, some may be brand new. Learning new concepts takes time. So trust that you are receiving exactly what you need. Hi, buddy. You don't want me to move this? One moment. Here you go. There you go. There you go. Is that better? Just tending to my cat's needs here. So, Yeah, trust that you're receiving exactly what you need because you are. And this is really an opportunity for you to allow your womb to receive this medicine and to open yourself up to new possibilities that you never knew existed, right? We're opening up a new pathway here. And like I said, some of the conversations will be sensitive in nature. So it's important to tend to your energy and what comes up for you over these next 3 days. And I just welcome you now to release all expectations of the next 3 days and beyond and open yourself up to receive the magic, the miracles, and the blessings that come from receiving this medicine. And as I share this experience, I just welcome you to notice the subtleties in your body, in your womb, as I bring through the transmission and be present. And if something really stands out to you, write it down, write it in the chat. It'll really help to anchor that thread in more. And then it'll allow you to pick up the thread and move on with it and carry it with you when you're ready. So I'm truly so honored to serve as your guide during these next 3 days. Thank you for being present during this intro to the immersion to really set you up to be able to fully experience all that's coming in through it. And thank you for helping me ignite the womb sovereignty movement, because that is what is happening here in this immersion. And we are truly reclaiming wombs across the world in this space and beyond and lighting up the grids. So let's begin. And just tune in here. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Okay. So, awakening to your womb consciousness. I want to start out by asking how many of you have been actively connecting with your womb consciousness? Let me know. Is this new to you? Have you been doing it? What's your relationship like with your womb consciousness? I'm really curious if you feel called to share as I talk about this. So, this medicine today, it's coming through the Sophianic lens. So this is an energetic transmission. It's going to activate your DNA and multidimensionally awaken aspects of yourself that are ready to be illuminated. So it's going to be a very activating conversation. You'll probably receive chills. You'll probably receive, however you feel your DNA, your light body coming online more or activating more. That's what this experience is going to do. So the codes that I'm sharing today are the codes of womb sovereignty. And I've shared a little bit about this here and there, but for those of you who are new to this concept, womb sovereignty means that nothing outside of a woman's organic soul influence. Okay, one moment here. I'm getting caught up in the words. Mm, Thank you, Rose. I'm working with Rose T right now. She's helping. The energy is so strong. I'm like trying not to go too fast. Mm, Beautiful. So, womb sovereignty means that nothing outside of a woman's organic soul essence influences or controls her womb. This is when a woman has full autonomy over her womb, meaning nothing outside of her organic soul essence is controlling it, is influencing it, or is creating it, right? And so this means that no person, no belief system, no control system, trauma or story defines her womb. And I'm not just talking about, your physical womb here. I'm talking about your etheric, energetic womb. And this means that you are the one wielding your power of your womb, your sacred creation portal. And so these codes today are going to really help to empower you, to help you reclaim your womb sovereignty. So I was having some conversations over the last few weeks. Sorry, I'm just clearing. Whew. So, okay. So, how do you know if you fully reclaimed your womb sovereignty? Someone's like, I don't know if I fully have claimed my womb sovereignty. How would I know? And I was like, well, if you don't know if you have reclaimed your womb and her sovereignty, if you're not sure, you probably haven't, because it's kind of like an orgasm. If you're not sure if you've had one, then you definitely haven't had one, right? It's like, okay, like I feel fully autonomous in my womb. I'm creating the life of my dreams. There's no body shame. Sex is pleasurable. My cycles feel great. I don't feel shame around my sexual experiences. I don't feel connected to any of those energies. My energy's flowing, my creation's open. I'm living my mission. I feel so connected to my feminine, like there's no, suppression happening here. I don't feel like I've got like, a boot on the back of my neck from the patriarchy. Like it's like you would know. So a lot of women are embarking upon this journey. That's what's happening within the feminine collective right now in a really deep, deep way. And so my intentions for today's class are to support you in awakening to your womb consciousness through the eyes of Sophia, so that you can begin to open to her more deeply, to know her more deeply. And we're going to be going into this process more tomorrow, but we need to start with the foundations, which is what we're going to do today. And so as I shared earlier, it's important to note that when it comes to the womb, we need to move slowly. Moving slowly, it doesn't mean that it's going to take forever. It's actually the opposite. It doesn't mean we're not going to receive miracles when we move slow. It is because we have the patience to move slowly and to be present with ourselves that the miraculous healing can occur. It's kind of counterintuitive, but it makes the most sense, right? It's like taking your time. Like think of even just like a pleasure practice. Like, yeah, quickies can be nice, but like taking your time and really like going deep into the process, being patient, listening. And so if we rush through the process, if we avoid, if we dissociate just to like get to the instant gratification, we miss the opportunity to witness what is arising and guide ourselves through that process of becoming. So I really want to sunlight that, because sometimes we can have a tendency to like, also sometimes it's like, why is it uncomfortable? Because there's something so much deeper coming up for us. And we move through the layers of discomfort to get to the pleasure, but it doesn't have to be all discomfort all the time. All right, so I'm just tuning in here to see where y'all are at within your womb journeys. Hmm. Since our previous sessions, this channel is deepening. She is the core of my intuition and essence. Oh, beautiful sister. Yeah. Not connected. Always ignored my womb and abused her. That sister, thank you for sharing. You have since our immersion in October, but still feels new, honoring, and sacred. Beautiful sister. Yeah. Mm, beautiful. You've done work. Wish to dive deeper, and since I trust you, I'm here now. Beautiful sister, honoring that deepening. Whew, that's expanding my heart field. Thank you so much for sharing that. You've been working with your womb for many years to varying degrees, and yet you bow your head as a complete beginner now, womb sovereignty. Oh, sister. Oh my gosh, that gave me chills. Yeah, well, and their layer, right? And that's the thing. It's like when it comes to womb sovereignty, like a whole nother dimension. Do you feel that? Like there's a difference of like, yeah, I do some womb healing, but then it's like there's a movement behind that. It is much profound. It's part of your divine feminine reclamation. I've been on this journey for many years, but the layers truly feel eternal. And I'm so grateful for the support to go deeper. Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And understanding of us for a long time and sort of in the dark womb to your act womb. It just means blocking it. I want to make that clear. Like, man, connected to her, I've ignored her. I did that my whole life, but it doesn't mean anything about how deep you can go with your connection. It just means that Well, I got kicked out of my own Zoom. How about that? Thanks for staying with me. Okay, my goodness. So, all right. The energy's strong. Yeah, asking for a new level of self-acceptance. Oh, a womb cleanse. Okay, painful but cleansing. Purging yesterday, sweating. Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for sharing all of that. It's new for you. Let's see here. Working with it a couple years, deepening more over the past few months. Beautiful. Yeah, reconnecting after childbirth. Amazing. Yeah, not as deep like this. Right. Beautiful, sister. Yeah, patient and moving slow. That's where the miracles truly occur. Yeah. Yeah, still get pulled into lower masculine hustle force energy. Yeah, I'm actually going to be talking more about that, Kara. Thank you for bringing that in. Yeah, so I'm just gonna say a prayer for a minute here with the internet because guys, I've been having so much interference with my laptop and internet over the last few days of bringing this forward. Like, my laptop has done things it's never done before. So, like, I had to remove a lot of black magic and like all this interference coming in to stop this. So, if you all wouldn't mind joining me in just like a prayer for a minute to just ask for all interferences to be cast out. Holy Mother, Holy Father, Christ Sophia, Great Spirit, as we deepen into this transmission and journey, just come into prayer to ask for the internet to be stabilized and for all interference to be cast out, for the Emerald Dragon Mothers to come forward to create a field of safety and protection for this transmission. Oriana ki kara shukiyama, ariat kiara rea kurara karakaskoreria taria tarasakura saka. Phew. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Protecting all that is holy, all that is sacred. Thank you, God. And so it is. Thank you, sisters. Yeah, your text been acting lately weird too. Yeah, yeah, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Even though I opened up prayer and opened up space before this, still. Oh, yeah. Gosh, it's so annoying. Well, it's not going to stop me. Okay, thank you for your patience. So, thank you for sharing, sisters, your journeys around the womb, reading this, understanding we're all at different spaces. And the thing is, no matter where we're at, we can all gather in the same space. Okay. We can all gather in this sacred space. And so when we're talking about all of this and we're going through this awakening of the womb consciousness, of bringing her, of taking her on the journey of womb sovereignty. Many of us, right, like we have these ideas of like what it means to be a woman or like what we have to look like or be like. But when we journey with our wombs, she shows us who we are, and it gives us permission to embody who we are, to take up space in our bodies, to allow our bodies to be accepted. There's such a deep piece here around accepting your body and your feminine body and how you show up in your feminine self with your womb. It's a huge correlation. And I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow because it's really important and I really want to share it. But I just want to plant that seed to let you know that there is a correspondence between the body and the womb in a very deep way. And so as we go through this awakening today, it's important because for many of us, and a majority of the feminine, like you're rare in this space that you're here, right? The majority of the feminine collective, when we think about it as a whole, has spent time and is still in what I call the womb amnesia corridor. And so when we begin to move out of this womb amnesia corridor, everything begins to shift. And so the womb amnesia corridor, what is this? So this is when a woman is in the unconscious corridor of her womb, meaning more or less that she is not fully awakened to the power of her womb consciousness and reclaimed her womb sovereignty. So when a woman begins to awaken to her womb, consciously connecting to it and allowing her womb to express herself, she begins to move out of the corridor and onto the path of divine feminine reclamation. Feel the power in that. that means that her divine power, your divine power that resides in your womb, begins to stir, and it activates and brings you into new places of your own personal self-discovery that you couldn't access before. So when you rouse yourself from the womb amnesia, your entire world begins to shift as you view life through a different lens that's really in harmony with your feminine power. And, none of this, reclaiming your power, none of this is new to you, sisters. You're here because you're self-led. You're here because you've devoted yourself to your healing, to becoming who you know yourself to be as this beautiful, divine, feminine being. This is just an opportunity to say, how can I go even deeper into who I am? How can I know myself even more deeply? How can I access even more of my gifts? So some of you may be just waking up from the womb amnesia corridor, and some of you may have been on it for a while, as we've been seeing here in the comments. So I want to just sunlight that awakening to your womb consciousness is different from awakening to your womb itself, knowing you have a womb. Okay, I know I have a womb. My womb consciousness, what's that? Your womb consciousness is a part of you. I refer to this part of you as her. This is how I have discovered her through my work with Sophia, is that she has her own consciousness as part of your soul's blueprint and light body architecture. So when your womb light body architecture is restored, the womb chalice is overflowing like this beautiful wellspring, and your feminine flow and your magnetism and your pleasure in every area of your life begins to amplify. It's like, oh, like right now, even my heart is just like flowing open through that womb and heart channel. And, restoring the womb light body architecture is a really important part of divine feminine reclamation. And this is something that I facilitate inside the womb sovereignty journey, because it's such an important part of reclamation, of really restoring your original organic womb codex and that Sophianic light body architecture. And I do just want to share here, because I've been having this conversation a lot. Even if you no longer have a physical womb, you still have an energetic, etheric womb in your light body, and your womb consciousness still exists that you can connect with. And that's what we're going to be doing throughout this experience, is connecting to your energetic womb consciousness, because that's going to allow you to connect to your body in a deeper way, regardless if you have your physical womb anymore or not. So I just want to say that, because a lot of women have been coming to me and saying, I don't, have a womb anymore. Can I still do this? How does this work? This still applies to you, beloved sister. And it also applies to all women, wherever you are in your cycle. It doesn't matter where you're at in your cycle. It'll be a different journey, but all of these practices and this medicine applies to your womb consciousness. And so as a woman holding this womb consciousness, it's all accessible to you. Okay. Ooh. Beautiful. Okay. So how is this landing for you, sisters? Like, are you starting to feel this pulsing that's happening within the womb? Um, we're going to go in a little bit more around the awareness. So while you may be aware of your womb and her cycles, when you make the distinction and intend to awaken and connect to her organic consciousness, this allows you to receive yourself more deeply. So what can this look like in real life, right? For you. Phew. So imagine, like many of us, that you've gone through most of your life feeling like something's missing. You almost miss yourself, like this desire to go home, like I want to go home. Do you ever feel that? Because there's like a part of you that you can't access. You're just like, why? What? Something's off. Something's off. You're like, you long to know what this is, because there's a part that feels unfulfilled. You may feel discontent, emptiness, anxiety. You might feel lost at times. This can also show up as misplaced grief. when you are not sovereign in your womb. Do you ever have these episodes? I have them all the time. For those of you who know me, well, you know I'm a crier. I cry all the time. I cry at everything. I'm such a crier. And it's a big way of how I transmute energy. Have you ever had like bouts of grief or crying episodes and you don't really understand why, but you just feel this deep, 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 deep sadness and grief? Next time that happens, I want you to look to your womb. I want you to connect to your womb. We're going to connect. We're going to awaken with her today, but I just, I want you to ask your womb what's going on here. So much of this is connected to us being severed from our wombs. And this type of experience, this happens because we're disconnected from our true feminine soul essence and from our true self. And the joys of embodying the fullness of yourself, of your soul expression, and of your true feminine power and what you know, because your soul knows what that feels like. And to not be able to experience that is devastating for a lot of women, especially, hey, buddy, one, especially for those of us who are really here to embody our true self, our higher self, our divine self in form. Okay, so I'm just going to check the comments here. Yeah, the desire to go home is so real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Christ. Beautiful. Yeah, exactly. So, you know that, like, there's a part of you, sister, that knows, like, I know that sex can be more pleasurable than this. Why does it have to feel so hard with myself, with my partner? Like, all this energy around it. You know that you could be experiencing more creativity and joy in your life, and that your painful cycles don't need to exist in this way anymore. Like, it's like, I know that there's something more than this. And you know that you have a deep calling, a deep mission, a deep purpose, whatever that is. You know that you came here for a reason. You are ascending. You are here for a reason. Whatever that is, whether it's because you have a movement to lead, you have a mission, you have a sacred soul business to serve, your service mission, your devotion to becoming a mother, to becoming a wife, to care for the world, your passion, what your soul is passionate about, but it hasn't fully landed yet. And you don't feel in harmony with where you're at because something is just off. And so a lot of us, as we take this journey, we don't necessarily realize what this is as we're moving through it. But I want to tell you a secret that has changed my life. Coming home to your womb consciousness is a divine feminine homecoming that unlocks all of this and the pathways to get there. Okay. I'm going to say that again because I really want this to land. Like Sophia was like, bold this, make it sunlight this, make it a point, which is that coming home to your womb consciousness is a divine feminine homecoming that unlocks all of these desires and the pathways to get there. Okay. The pathway to your divine union, to becoming a mother, to becoming the leader, the healer, the goddess that you are, is through your womb. Because your womb connects you to God and God's highest timeline for you, which is where all of your deepest dreams are realized. When you begin to connect with your organic womb consciousness, you suddenly start feeling like you accessed a new dimension of the fullness of your being. It's like, whoa, where did this come from? Things start clicking into place. dots start connecting and you begin to access more of your multidimensional gifts and those versions of you that can drop in and lead you. This is so special. It's so special. Oh my gosh. It's just like coming home to the womb brings us home to God and, source, the universe, great spirit, Holy Mother, Holy Father, however you want. I am connected to God. That's what's connected to me. I've healed my religious trauma. So I connect to God as the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, Christ Sophia, that energy, great spirit, right? Your womb will bring you deeper into this. And then when you start awakening to your womb consciousness, you start getting curious around what's inside your womb. Like, oh, what's in here? This sounds fun. I want to see what's going on in here. And this naturally leads to growth, expansion, and deep soul fulfillment. And sometimes we go into our wombs and we're like, oh, I don't really like what I see. That's uncomfortable. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, that's here. Time to witness it and hold space for myself and allow it to clear from my field without judgment. So it's a mixed bag, sisters. We all know this with the healing journey, right? So much beauty and oftentimes challenging, and then incredible miracles on the other side when we go through this, right? So pathways start opening up, new opportunities, experiences, resources flow. People are just blessing your life, handing you things. Your feminine magnetism is out of control. Things are just showing up for you without even trying. Coming home to your womb consciousness is the most precious gift. And this not only connects us more deeply on a multidimensional level, but also on a physical level, which is really important when doing this work. If we can't integrate all of this through embodiment and through the body, it's not going to land. And then our identities are not going to shift and it's going to be more of the same. So, for those of you who worked with me, I do a lot of identity work of like tapping into the version that you're stepping into and really merging with her and becoming that, being that version of yourself. And through embodiment, this womb work can really land. And I just want to check the comments here. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting how the feeling of disconnection can breed more disconnection. Like we're afraid of what we'll find if we turn towards reconnection. And then, yeah, so amazing when we do love it. Oh, beautiful sister. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, we focus on disconnection. We feel disconnection. It can absolutely do that. And that's part of the control systems and the design that, why do you think so many women are disconnected from their wombs? Why do you think, there's all of these things that are literally suppressing the womb? I'm not going to go deep into that right now, but there's so much that wants to disconnect women from the womb and have them not even think about it. And that's that's for a reason. Your womb connects you to God. Wow. Yes. Thank you, sister. Yeah, that brought tears for you. Yeah. Thank you so much for receiving that so deeply. It's really true. It's really true. Yeah. How have I lived so long without this? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've all been conditioned to be disconnected. I mean, think about your own mother. Did your mother like teach you any womb practices? Did your mother, what was her relationship like with her cycle, with her womb? Um, what was her relationship like with, her own femininity? And, my mother, who I feel so deeply with me in spirit today, she guided me to wear her earrings. Um, you know, I watched her go through her cycles and things like that. And, she wasn't connected to her womb. It was a chore for her. It was a chore. Yeah, my mom couldn't even speak about sex or cycles. She was so repressed. I mean, wow, we could expand on that for days. We'd be here for hours, right? We talked about if you really look to see, if you want to know too, like what you're holding, look to your mother, look to your grandmother, if look to your aunts, like look at the women in your family and how they relate to their womb, because that's also ancestral ancestral coding passed down that you're carrying, and you can heal all of what is held in your ancestral bloodlines in your womb. That's something I do in the womb sovereignty journey. You can heal and clear all of that. That way you don't pass it on anymore to your children or your lineage. And womb healing for your lineage is incredibly powerful because you're not only healing your bloodline DNA, like your bloodline, like this family that you're incarnated to, but you're also healing your multidimensional DNA lineage of the different lineages you carry, of the Rose lineage, of the for me, the Celtic lineages, of the Native American lineages that I hold. So when you do this work, you're doing it for an entire lineage. So it's incredibly powerful what it creates. And imagine imagine how different our lives would have been if our mothers knew this information, you know? And I look at that and I think about that a lot. Because I've done so much so much womb healing work, and I've spent a lot of time connecting into the bloodlines and and what my mother's bloodline holds, especially. So, yeah, and we can honor that. So much suppression, exactly. And we can honor this and know that, we're the path cutters, sisters. You're the path cutter. You're the path cutter that gets to break the chains and create new realities from your womb. So your womb, it brings you home to God, but it also brings you home to your physical body. When I started going through awakening to my womb consciousness and connecting with her, I was finally able to be with my body and be in my body when I came home to my womb. Why? Because she guided me through it. Connecting with her, allowing her to awaken me, gave me a newfound respect for my body. She taught me embodiment. And which in my definition of embodiment, it means to integrate all the parts of myself so that I was naturally becoming that new version of me that I dreamed of, which is vital if you want your reality to change. You have to embody it. If you just take, like, for instance, say you come to like this immersion today and you get activated and you get all inspired, but then you don't do anything with it. You don't take any actions. You don't put it into practice. You'll be activated maybe for like the next few days, but then it's not going to change or shift anything if you're not incorporating, integrating it into your daily practices and into your awareness. It'll just be like another thing that you took in and then went out. So embodiment is so important. And when you're with your body, it allows you to integrate it more deeply. So loving your body and holding space for your embodiment process through the womb is a really key piece, because when you start to awaken to your womb consciousness and allow her to direct you, for you to become self-directed in your own journey, which you're already all doing anyway, is even going to take you to more deeper places of expansion. So when I bring up the body, and this is, a little sensitive, I'm curious as to how many of you at times have not loved your body, have judged your body, even at times hated your body. I hated my body most of my entire life, rejected my body, was hardly ever in my body. And I would speak horribly to her. I would abuse her with language, thoughts. Um, I was ashamed, uncomfortable in my skin. I was in so much pain because of how much I hated my body. And I did all the things. I used food as an emotional coping mechanism. And it really took me out of my body. And so even as I went on my spiritual awakening healing journey through intense shamanic initiations, going through all this really deep stuff, I still hated my body. And I was still in the womb amnesia corridor, even after sitting with ayahuasca, even with training with different shamans and mentor, all of these things. I'm still in the womb amnesia corridor. I still wasn't connected to my womb. Went through all of this. And it wasn't until I came home to my womb consciousness and started receiving from her that I began to really love my body and treat her with the utmost respect in a womb-wise way. And this is what the womb will teach us. Here's my cat, everyone. His name's Kamir. He wants to be here for the party. Hi, buddy. Could you get down, please? Go on. Go on. Go on. Come on. Come on. All right. Come on. Go on. You can sit here if you want. So, okay, I'm just going to tune in here. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Getting pregnant sent you into a womb healing, reclaiming your feminine energy and self-love. I love that. Oh, come here. Yeah. Yeah, I've not been kind to your body. Yeah. Yeah. So my my womb, she really taught me how to accept myself and my body. And this is the wisdom that she holds for you as well, and for all of us, is being able to find acceptance in the feminine body and however you are taking up space in the world, however your body wants to express herself, however she looks. And when you're healing your womb with Sophia, especially, you're healing your relationship to your body, and it's just a natural byproduct. You don't even have to try. It's innate to Sophianic medicine. And the other part that's really, really important that we've been talking about is that when you're working with Sophianic medicine to heal your womb, it brings you home to God, and you really begin to have a deeper relationship with God, with Source, with Creator, because it brings you home to the divinity in you and you start seeing yourself through God's eyes. And that changes your life forever. You can recognize your own divinity. You can recognize the power you hold and what it means to truly be a sovereign co-creator. And so your womb is holding your mission. It's holding your divine creations, your dreams, your abundance, your remembrance. She holds your deepest gifts and your deepest wisdom and your magic. It's all stored there. But it is a process to discover these, okay? Because your womb wouldn't just reveal your deepest magic to you and alchemy if you're not ready to receive it, if you're not in that version of you, that embodied version of you who can hold it, who can receive it and wield it, right? You wouldn't just give the keys to the queendom to a little child who's just waking up, would you? No, you would give them to the mature feminine who has shown that she's devoted to her womb and is able to hold the power that comes with unlocking it, right? I mean, you could think of like how God doesn't bring things into your reality until you have emanated and expressed to God that you can safely hold it in your body, that you can hold it, that you can wield it, that you'll be responsible with it, right? And when you awaken to your womb consciousness and then come home to her, you show her that you're ready to receive her and all the gifts she has to offer. Because let me tell you, sister, you have so many gifts in your womb awaiting for you to discover. And these are things that you can't even begin to dream of yet, because it's such a deep thread of unwinding and like feeling into and like self-discovery through the womb. And when you begin to reclaim your womb in this space, and really, we're going to do this in a process here in a minute, but it just opens everything up because it signals to God that you're ready to come home to the feminine divinity within yourself and accept your divine inheritance through your sacred womb. When you speak those words, when you say those intentions, words are powerful. God is witnessing us all the time. And so I really understand what the power of this means to reclaim. Some of you know a little bit about my story. Some of you don't. I was on birth control for over 14 years, totally disconnected from my womb, even throughout all of my, journey, all these things. Finally, it was like starting to come in, begin preparing. It's going to be time. And then eventually it just was time. And I made the decision to go on my womb healing journey to reclaim my womb. I was terrified because I've had a lot of sexual abuse, a lot of abusive relationships. I've had a lot of just from this lifetime alone. And so it was very daunting to me. But I knew that this was part of my reclamation and that it was something I really needed to do in order to come into my power and to serve God in the way that God is asking me to serve, which is hilarious because no wonder I felt so avoidant from it and was disconnected from it so much because I hold all of this womb medicine for my soul holds it. And it's like, I had no idea until I started going through it. And then I was like, oh, and then obviously God has asked me to lead this womb sovereignty movement that's igniting right now. And all of this is possible because I devoted myself to my womb healing. And with that, I received my mission that I had been praying for years. I started to experience sex more differently. I stopped disassociating from sex because, yes, even though I am in a divine union, because of my womb and my disconnection and all that was stored there, it was really hard for me to stay present during sex because of that. And so she really helped bring me that and receive more blessings, more fulfillment, all of these beautiful things. This all opened up when I started really devoting myself to my womb. And it's not just talk, like the proof is in the pudding. Look at my life, it's like, whoa, it really opened things up. And it's because of that that I was able to reclaim my power and unlock my own Sophianic medicine here to be able to share this with you. And that's why I'm holding this free immersion, because I just want you to know what's possible, that even if you've been doing this work or if you're new to it, that there is still so much that can be unlocked and discovered through this kind of experience, through coming into a container and then practicing on your own. So Sophia, she showed me that I've been preparing for this for years, right? Have you ever been going through an experience and you unlock something and then you see how your whole life prepared you for it, right? It's all part of the grand design. Can you imagine if every woman in the room right now, every woman here said, I'm reclaiming my divine feminine power. I'm reclaiming my womb sovereignty. I'm setting myself on the path. I'm doing it. Can you imagine if we all do this? If we all say yes to this journey of discovering the magic that's held within our wombs and embrace it, we would change the world. We already are by doing this. We already are. It's it's unbelievable what can happen when women, I keep wanting to say woman, when women gather in a room and bring our wombs together and really talk and share and express. And like some of the most amazing circles I've had have been around this topic because there's so much to say and so much to share, right? And I'm really excited to hear from all of you over the next few days, especially in our circle when you'll all have a chance to share and speak in the circle on Friday. So you're all here because you are powerful, creative, divine feminine leaders who are here to change the world simply by being embodied in your power. And however source decides to emanate through you and for you to share your medicine in whatever way, it will change the fabric. That's why you're here. You wouldn't resonate with me and this medicine if you weren't holding divine feminine codes of creation. So it's really my deepest honor to support you through the guiding light of Sophia and awakening your womb consciousness. And we're going to go through a guided process now that's going to awaken your womb consciousness. This isn't like a deep healing journey. Think of this as just like a guided process that we're taking together. We're in a circle and we're all going to awaken to our womb consciousness through the eyes of Sophia. And this is going to prepare you for tomorrow and the following day when we go deeper and to really understand now that you've awakened and you're awakening what it means to open and how this will support in birthing your life. So let's just take a moment to get comfortable. This will probably be like, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes. It's not going to be long. It's like going to be like a quick little meditation. So you can get comfortable where you are. I'm just checking the comments here. Full body chills, amazing. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, you can just take a moment, get comfortable, take some water, take some deep breaths. I'm just going to prepare myself. Yeah, the whole world will change. Yeah. Okay. And I'm probably going to sing a little bit to you today. I can feel that there's some song that wants to come in to just support the space, which is beautiful. So this is a very special moment because for the first time in this unique way, ooh, you're going to awaken your womb consciousness to support you on the path of reclaiming your womb sovereignty. So I want you to get comfortable, sisters, in a way that really supports your womb. So like just moving, like my dragon body's coming alive right now. She really wants to Oratia sorashia makulatia kurasu ayamayahwana kishkiako. She's just really opening up the medicine space. Phew, ayamahamakishkia makayo hakanaku. Just really welcoming all of you here as we take this sacred journey together. Arcana protector, super arcana, arcana protector, super arcana, arcana shiquidanum pasupero nancitos, arcana shiquidanum pasinci hermanitos. Rosa, Rosa Protector, Supai Arcana. Rosa, Rosa Protector, Supai Arcana. Arcana Shiquidanum, Supairo Nancitos, Arcana Shiquidanum, Pasinci Hermanitos. So we're just setting some extra protection here because the power that is activating in this space is really miraculous. And so the power of the rose medicine, and just called her in. Rose as a beautiful medicine to come in and to support and protect our sisterhood, to weave with us. And so as we begin to take this process now, I just want to invite you to place a hand on your womb if it feels aligned. Place a hand on your heart, perhaps, whatever feels good to you. Just brings you deeper into your body, connecting you. And for me, my womb, she wants to just sink in a little bit more. Woo, connecting into the earth. Rushuyanaya kuyana hutya sakuyana hunashyana. As we just settle in, we're just going to welcome in God a little bit more deeply. to witness us, to witness you in your reclamation. Beloved, Holy Mother, Holy Father, Christ Sophia, God, we welcome you into this space with love. As our sisterhood comes together today to begin to ignite the womb sovereignty movement of the new earth, we welcome in all of the beautiful, wise women, the Sophianic wise women who are here to support us, our sisterhood. The Sophianic Grail Queens and our beloved ancestors of tradition, our beloved ancestors of our bloodline who are here to fully support us in this space, who are in full service and devotion to the one true living God. God, please speak through me, move through me, flow through me. Allow me to be a pure conduit of your medicine, Holy Mother. We welcome in the spirits of Christ to just hold us and nurture us through this process today. Giving every sister the opportunity now to call her higher self forward, calling her 12th dimensional avatar, God Source avatar forward to overlight and facilitate this process, calling her divine feminine frequency into the circle. And as we gather in our quantum space, our quantum sanctuary space, there's a beautiful sacred flame coming up from the cosmic womb of Gaia in our circle, the amethyst flame of womb illumination. The amethyst flame of womb illumination is the medicine that allows us to awaken to our womb consciousness, to set her on the path of womb sovereignty, so we may experience the fullness of all that we are. And we give our gratitude to Pachamama, to Gaia Sophia, to the land we find ourselves to be on in this moment, thanking the ancestors for all of the medicine the land holds. As we feel our wombs begin to open up more deeply to Gaia as she holds us. She is grounding us. She is the grounding force of the path, and it is through sacred reciprocity with her that she will support us on our path of womb sovereignty. And so as we are here in circle, we feel all of our ancestors sitting behind us, holding us like a midwife, feeling the gratitude that they are bestowing upon us for being the ones to break the chains of suppression of the feminine and to become the way showers of womb sovereignty for all women across the world. For every woman deserves to be sovereign in her womb, in her feminine expression, to be fully loved, accepted, and cherished for all that she is, for all that you are, sister. And so as we gaze into the amethyst flame of womb illumination, Holy Mother Sophia begins to shine her beautiful light upon us, sunlighting us, giving us permission to take up space through this sacred process of awakening. And so I want to invite you, sisters, now, if it feels aligned to you, if it feels resonant, if you are ready to intend with me to awaken your womb consciousness out of the womb amnesia corridor to support you on the path of reclaiming your womb sovereignty. And I just want you to intend to awaken to your womb consciousness now, to your organic womb consciousness. And I want you to just allow her to begin to awaken in your field, in your light body. She's awakening from a slumber. You might feel it pulsating in your yoni. You might feel tingling. You might feel like a dragon who's been in stasis, not able to move, who's coming out of hibernation. And as you intend to your womb, as you intend to awaken your womb consciousness, I invite you to express to God your intention of reclaiming your womb sovereignty. God, I intend to reclaim my womb sovereignty so that I may experience the fullness of my divine feminine expression. Shukuya mayana yasoya mahi anueriana sona yamahana yeah. 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 Hey, Anaya. Hey, Anaya. Hey, Anaya. And as the pathway begins to unlock, as your womb begins to awaken, a beautiful Sophianic pathway begins to unlock. This is the pathway of your remembrance. This is the pathway of your reclamation. This is the pathway of opening your womb consciousness to discovering all that you are here to birth and create and experience with pleasure and purpose. In your power. And so the amethyst flame now begins to shine its light towards your womb, to begin to soften any walls that are ready to come down around awakening to your consciousness in your womb. And I just want you to take a moment here to ask your womb consciousness this question. What do you need from me? Asking her what she needs from you. to support her. What do you need from me? Hmm. I want you to feel the connection that you're making with her right now, knowing that this connection and pathway is now open and that your womb consciousness is awakening, sister, in a new way, in the Sophianic way, and that this is just the beginning of your relationship with her in this special way. And so we're just going to take a final moment here to be with her, to celebrate the path that is now opening to you. We're just going to begin now to slowly close this temple space, this circle where we have awakened the womb consciousness to be able to come back to our bodies, feeling our bodies, feeling the oneness with our womb, slowly coming back as we give our gratitude to Gaia Sophia for holding us, to Holy Mother Sophia for all of this beautiful medicine, to our ancestors, knowing that we are breaking the chains and freeing our lineages of all suppression of the womb now. That we have reclaimed our path to womb sovereignty and that this is just the beginning. And so, with deep love and gratitude, we just begin to seal up the field with a beautiful Sophianic aqua diamond light to just give us some extra support. Shukuyama sukuyana shiariyatariya tariya shukuriya nariyata, sealing, anchoring, weaving this medicine down. Ariana kishia noriya soyana into the grounding platform underneath your feet to stabilize. Thank you, God. We are so grateful, excited, and we set the intention to continue to weave this thread through our journey together with ease and grace. May every sister be blessed with the miracles and the magic that is awaiting her discovery within her womb. And so it is. So I'm just giving you all a moment. Slowly come back. And I'm just celebrating each of you, honoring each of you for being here today and connecting with your womb in this way. Sister, this is so sacred. And what you are contributing to beyond yourself is truly the greatest service. And I really want to honor you for that, because this work goes so far beyond just ourselves. And I wonder if you can feel that. I would love to hear how your experience was for you if you want to share in the chat. And if it's sensitive and sacred, that's okay. You can keep it to yourself as well. You can always share within our group as well, in the Facebook group if it feels aligned. And so, sisters, this is just the beginning of a very special journey that is birthing from inside the sanctuary. And I'm going to be sharing more about the womb sovereignty journey in our final day together on Friday as the medicine weaves over the next couple days. But as we completed this process today, I invite you to feel into your heart to see how it would feel to take your own personal journey of womb sovereignty inside a sacred temple space with other sisters like this. How does your womb respond to that? How would that feel for her, for you? Mm, beautiful. Aw, thank you so much for sharing. Wow, that was so beautiful and profound. I dropped in so deeply. Ah, amazing. So beautiful, sister. Thank you so much for sharing. So, this immersion is the beginning of a movement that's happening, and you can probably feel it. We've just lit up something so massive. I think there's like 25 are here with me live right now, plus all of the sisters on the replay. So we have ignited something today that is so powerful, and we are going to continue to lead the way for for our mothers, for our daughters, for our nieces, for all of the women, for our grandmothers. I felt my ancestors with me so deeply today. I'm curious if you felt that. Um, and, you know, this is something that is such a precious gem of the Holy Mother's mission with Sophia and of awakening women to this womb consciousness. And yeah, beautiful beginning. Yeah, a real temple with sisters. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So as you integrate this, right, take time for yourself today, reflect on what would it mean to me if my womb was sovereign? What would it mean to me if I was fully in my power, creating from a space of empowerment without anything sort of directing my womb? And take time, be with your process, notice what comes up for you. There could be some things that present themselves very subtly. You know, this medicine is going to work with you in accordance to God's divine will. Those are my prayers and the intentions for this immersion. So God's going to work through your life in a way with this medicine. So being present, allowing yourself to move slow. Of course, drink plenty of water, ground if you can, go outside. If you really can go outside and like sit on the ground, like on your yoga mat or a blanket, put your womb on the ground, lay on your belly on the ground. That could be really supportive over the next few days. I like to do that practice to really integrate. And yeah, this is just the beginning. Oh, you feel the power. So grateful. Beautiful, sister. Oh, you fell into a soft sleeping space. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, you felt your ancestors. Oh, how beautiful, sisters. Yeah. So allow this medicine to guide you, and we're going to come back into the space tomorrow where we're going to be opening to our womb consciousness and going a little bit more deeply into understanding the womb, what's inside, and how we can access it and begin to do that now and to begin to practice that. And so I am so excited and grateful and honored. Thank you for allowing me to hold this space for you today. Thank you for allowing me to witness you and to support you in your womb's sovereignty journey. And for those of you who can already feel the pulse and already know that you are being called to continue to take this journey, welcome you to reach out to me. I'm going to be holding free womb illumination consult calls for all sisters who are called to journey deeper into their womb sovereignty journey. And we're going to illuminate your womb in the call to see what she has to say, what's in your womb light body, what is present, what's ready to be released, and how this upcoming journey can support you. So I'm going to be scheduling those coming up. So if you are feeling called, you can reach out to me. We can talk more about the journey, and I'll be sharing more about it as well on Friday. But I know that there's a big wave coming in, and some of us, like, we're already here now and we're ready, and we know it's time. We know it's time. So thank you so much for being here. I send my love and blessings to all of you. Thank you so much. I am truly honored to share this womb space with you and this circle. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I'm going to take everything that you shared today and I'm going to really incorporate it into the session tomorrow. So if there's anything else that comes up over, the next 24 hours, put it in the group, comment, send me a message, let me know what's coming up because I can weave all of that in as I bring through this transmission and this space for you all so much. So thank you, sisters. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here, celebrating you, honoring that you all have just awakened your womb consciousness to womb sovereignty. Like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I have full body chills. Like, I haven't even processed this yet. I can already feel Gaia calling me to go sit outside. I might do a fire even. I think I'm going to work with the fire because the amethyst flame is really powerful. And yeah, I can feel that coming in. So thank you so much. I love you all so much. Have a blessed, blessed rest of your day. And I will see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, same time. Thank you, sisters. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.